Microsoft is really being smart right now and is bringing a pro consumer to its fan base. Let's get this video started.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where.
So, the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, he actually made some interesting, amazing tweets. And he is basically saying that he doesn't want to make the people who just bought an Xbox One or an Xbox One X left behind. And I can understand with where he's actually coming from. And he actually said this even right after they announced that the Xbox Series X would end up coming out and showing it off at the Game Awards. So he's basically, like I said, he's saying that he's trying to make people not feel left out for that just bought an Xbox One family console, whether if it's an Xbox One S or an Xbox One X, which, as I mentioned, he is doing something very, very smart. Now, I am planning on getting a Xbox Series X at some point in time. I'm really hoping to pre-order it, and but there is a possibility that I may not have money to pre-order the Xbox Series X, especially with stuff that might come up within the year or so. But if something like that was to happen, then I wouldn't be getting any of the new games. And guess what? That's what Microsoft is trying to do. So everybody that's getting jumping on the bandwagon and that's getting all angry and saying like, it's not going to have very many exclusives and exclusives at launch, this and that, and all of this crazy stuff is like really just getting out of hand and out of control right now. Because, as I mentioned the third time, he is basically making people feel amazing that just went out and bought an Xbox One, whether if it's the Xbox One S, as I mentioned before, or the Xbox One X, or for those of them that don't even have the money to upgrade straight out of the bat when the system's launch and that still have just the original launch Xbox One. And it's really, really smart because you really, really think about it, you know, people ain't going to have money straight off the bat. I mean, like I said, I've got plans that I'm going to be pre-ordering the Xbox Series X, but there's possibility, as I said, that I may not have the money or I may not be able to. And I still would want to really be able to play Halo Infinite because right now I have an Xbox One X. And I freaking love the Xbox One X a lot. And the same thing with the PlayStation 4 Pro. And even Sony have also confirmed that there still is going to be games coming for the PlayStation 4. Now they did say that there is going to be some exclusives that will only be for the PS5, but not all PlayStation exclusives are going to be for the PlayStation 5. Some are already in development right now that have been for a year or two, but they're also still getting released for the PS4 because that's what they were originally built in development for when the PS4 was the top dog system. And that's pretty much the same thing with the Xbox One with what Microsoft is saying. Like Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite didn't start getting development until after the launch of Halo 5. And Halo 5 has been out for literally almost 5 years. 5 years ago, the Xbox One was the main console. So with Halo Infinite starting in development, it means like the Xbox One was its priority development cycle for the time. But he did say that if you want the best version possible, the Xbox Series X is the way to go. And I can honestly give him credit. Phil Spencer is literally the best thing that has ever happened to Xbox. Yeah, I can understand that they haven't been bringing exclusives and all that good stuff to the Xbox One and all, but before Phil Spencer took over, Xbox was in a completely different track. Ever since he took over, Xbox has actually been getting a lot better. There's backwards compatibility that they brought to the Xbox One, and it was mainly because of Phil Spencer. And now you got Xbox Game Pass for those of you that are only core gamers, not hardcore gamers, that if you just want to try out new games every now and again and not have to go out and pay $60, to only do like a $10 fee a month to try out a new game, well, it's because of Phil Spencer. And then the same thing with the Xbox One X being the most powerful console. So Phil Spencer is literally doing he is really thinking smart. And I like where he's going with this. And this is coming from somebody that likes the PlayStation 4 the most this generation. I personally would choose the PS4 Pro over the Xbox One X any day of the week. If I had to choose between the two, that's what I would take. But if I can have an Xbox with it, I I'm still really happy to have the Xbox One X. Like the Xbox One X is an amazing console, and I can't be proud of myself for going out and buying it like a few months after it launched. Games look amazing, and even though they don't have very many exclusives, and they got some, they're still really great in my personal opinion. Halo the Master Chief Collection is one of the probably my all-time favorite Xbox One exclusive ever made, and now recently it just got an upgrade to the Xbox One X being in 4K, and it looks like the best. It just literally looks so much different than what all of those Halos did at launch. So, yeah. So, what he's trying to do, as I mentioned before, is for those of you that just recently bought an Xbox One, like especially for this past holiday season, the Xbox One X was on sale for like $250. So, those of you that are not going to have money, or that was the only time that you had money, well, guess what? You're getting your money's worth right there. And if you want to get an Xbox Series X and you're wanting to wait at least a little bit after it comes out, like a year to two, well, you got your money's worth. So, thankful to Phil Spencer. So, honestly, all of this getting all mad because of not any console exclusives at launch is just really some bullcrap, because they've done this in the past, and Sony has also is doing the same thing, and they've also confirmed that they're going to continue supporting the PlayStation 4 as long as they possibly can after the launch of the PS5. So it's really nothing new. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys could hit a like if you enjoyed the video, comment down below of your thoughts if you think Phil Spencer did something very, very smart, because I personally think he did. And also, for those of you that are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and all of that good stuff. And I will keep you guys up to date with more gaming videos for the future. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the next video. So, peace out, y'all.